Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's first episode of our test run of Alien the RPG. I'm the Ravaged I'll be your storyteller this evening. And before anything, I do want to give you guys a warning. We are going to be leaning hard into the horror aspect of the original Alien movie. Not to say that we won't do some of the action from the sequel. And it's unfortunate that there have only ever been 2 Alien movies in our lifetime. Like there have only been 3 Indiana Jones movies ever made. But to begin at the beginning, in the far-flung future of humanity, the stars are no longer just distant pinpricks of light, nor are they hosts to the wishes of people's deepest desires. Travel between galaxies has been achieved. The colonization of the vast unknown is no longer the stuff of dreams. Mankind is spreading. One example of the command humanity has claimed in the pursuit to expand is a colony of A3A-G2A for atmosphere designation 3, acceptable, ground/soil designation 2, also acceptable. Or as the inhabitants have designated it, Alea. The colony was projected to reach stage 2 by the end of their 5th year in 2126, ahead of schedule. Now, however, at the end of the first quarter of 2127, the colony has failed to report on their status or their achievements. All reports pending its growth have begun to grind the machine that is Weyland-Yutani to hemorrhage resources and manpower. The last transmission that was received was of an excited chief officer and the assurances that the colony would be prepared for their proposed growth as planned. Attached to the growth and prosperity reports were attached a series of classified documentations on the discovery of pre-humanity ruins, possible proof of sentient life that existed before mankind. The profits from the science and the university divisions would be astronomical if they could be corroborated by the scientific community at large. That discovery and the consequent advancements that could flourish from such a discovery quickly rose through the list of leads the corporate overlords were interested in. The progress of humanity, of course, is a great endeavor for any corporation, but for Weyland-Yutani, any and all sacrifices for the good of humanity would be worth the investment. To that end, the corporation has gathered a small team of professionals to investigate the colony, to discover if there have been setbacks or complications, and to correct them. To ferret out any and all interference from any rival corporations or political spies, and to get the colony back on track, no matter the cost. To that end, the corporation has procured a personal escort from the USCMS, the United States Colonial Marine Corps. Armed soldiers are no strangers to exotic locales and quelling uprisings and rebellions. And should the colony require new loyal leadership if necessary, the Marines could be there to enforce the peaceful transition of power. We open with our little trio. The camera pans over the vast nothingness of the void, little pinpricks, maybe a dozen or so planets in the background, until we pan across the USCMC Ulysses. It crawls into view, and as we zoom in on the bridge, we see the skeleton crew. 3 Marines, 2 of them, Harlock and Castle, are sitting at a table playing cards. Given that the 3 of you would have been part of the expedition, before we get to meet your characters when they wake up from cryosleep, what is something that each of you remember about Harlock and Castle?
Well, I know for sure for Harlock, I've worked. We've been assigned and stationed with each other several times. So somebody that I really, as as being in the shit, for lack of a better term. It's somebody that I know that has my back. So is a person that I deem to have a loyal friend, and I have a very short list on that.
Okay. What about Castle?
I hate that guy. I don't talk to him. He doesn't talk to me.
Okay.
I gotta be cordial because again, we're stationed together. But it is it feels as though it's the antithesis, and that's gonna be the last time you hear me use a fancy word like
Ooh.
that.
Yeah. So in your two facts, we have established that both of them are he/hims.
Correct.
Okay. You have worked with Harlock before, and you respect them, and you hate the shit out of Castle.
Yeah, I feel that Castle hates the shit out of me too. It's like
mutual hate.
Mutual.
Okay.
Mutual hate. Mutual
Perfect.
disdain. Not so much hate, just
Okay.
disdain.
All right. So, like, if you were on fire, he wouldn't piss on you, put you out.
Maybe if our superior officer was there, then yeah, he would have to.
Okay.
You would do it.
Same thing for me. I'd be reluctant. Yeah. Lift the leg.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah. What about the other two? What do you know about Harlock and Castle?
I remember Harlock as a tall dude, kind of gangly looking, and he liked to play cards.
Okay.
He owes me about $100 though. Not good at cards.
Okay.
Or credits. What are we? Bucks or credits? I forget. Credits, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, the nomenclature could have stuck around. What about Castle?
Castle is kind of the opposite, but more marine-y, like, jacked but short. And he did not play cards. He was kind of a jerk. He always kind of was. I'm not gonna play. Yeah. I don't hate him because I don't know him well enough to hate him, but I don't really care about him one way or the other.
Gotcha.
But I just know every time we've ever been in a thing together and cards were offered, he always said, nah. Why would he join the group?
Okay. And as far as Mary's concerned, what can we learn about Harlock and Castle from their perspective?
Assholes. 110 fucking %.
Okay.
Because apparently 2 tits and a vagina means I can't do shit. And because they have 2 heads and they can't use one, not my fucking problem.
Okay. All right. Perfect. As we swing past them to see the officer on deck sitting behind the helm, we will get to see Sergeant Gutierrez. What can the three of you impart on us about who Captain Sergeant Gutierrez is?
Barry, you want to go first? We got last time. Okay.
Go for it.
I'll go for it then. I'll say because we're gonna go with just the last name, Hispanic looking. We already have 2 guys, so let's go with the girl. Look, and she's a badass. She reminds me of the the hard ass from Aliens. Go with her.
Yeah.
I like her.
Rodriguez.
Thank you. Kind of a Rodriguez mode, but not quite that butch. But like just badass.
Okay.
Got a fair amount of tattoos. Rocking it.
Okay. What else can we establish for Gutierrez?
Great prankster.
There you go.
Okay.
She's a good prankster, and even though she's a badass, she also has more of that, she gives a fuck, but she won't let you know she gives a fuck.
Right.
So she uses pranks to kind of like get you off your game, but at the same time, ease the tension off.
Okay.
Like it.
Yeah. I will just add to that pranks is fine. In fact, she tends to rile up people that are civilians, quote unquote, more so than us in the Marines.
Enlisted.
It is in the enlisted, especially because we get to see forefront how there is a definite difference in temperament and reaction when speaking with very nice to the civilians and very hard-boiled snub nose. You got to get shit done my way or the highway when it comes to speaking with Marines, which that's why we're in the Marines, because we're used to that. So like status quo.
Okay. Now that you have a good idea of who's on the bridge, we'll travel down the main hallway, the thoroughfare of a hall that leads to the heart of the ship. And as we come into the mess, the first thing we hear is the music. It is jivey, it is a little boppy, and there's two Marines that are going through and making sure that everything's prepared for the awakening process. They are Jones and Cuddy, and one of them is standing closer to the ancient looking little file player that they have as a radio. The other one is actually at the controls, kind of going through. And the way the room is laid out, it's huge. It's supposed to hold the 4 compartments worth of what's it called? Not enlisted, but well, yeah, because you don't count as being military, but you were enlisted into the project, so
Mess.
yeah, it's a mess hall. There's 2 main long tables, and there's a balcony kind of railing that goes around the whole thing, because 2 pods sit on the main floor and 2 pods sit on the second floor. The 3 of you and a Lieutenant Elena Rodriguez are in pod A. What is something that we can establish about Jones and Cuddy?
Jones and Cuddy are pretty much I want to say wow, I'm dating myself because I'm about to say perfect strangers. These guys, one is the very straightforward. I want to, the classic. I want to get this work done. This needs to be done. No distractions. And the other is just a vibe, coasting.
Cousin Balky.
Yeah, he's cousin Belky. Just hanging out and enjoying the moment as is. I kind of feel like they are excited that they get excited when something different happens, because I usually think that this person's very bored for most of the time. So the fact that they are helping with waking us up and bringing new people is the most excitement he's had so far in this.
Yep. What else can we establish?
I think if we're gonna go with Perfect Strangers, Cousin Valky's got to be something of an Indian, or he's got the foreign, not a foreign accent, that's wrong way of putting it, but he speaks in a different cadence than the other guy, so it kind of goes back and forth. And but he's the funny dude, the other guy's the straight man. And you could tell they have like almost a husband partner vibe going on, that they spend way too much time together.
Okay.
Work marriage almost.
Not only do they have a work marriage going on, they recently found out that they were half brothers.
Okay.
And
All right.
they weren't sure on how they're half brothers, but the DNA sequence does prove it correct.
So it's kind
And
of like
also-
like Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know how they're related, but they're related.
Yeah.
We just nod and smile.
Yeah.
And their personalities do flow like they're two peas in a pod.
Mhm.
But one happens to actually be quite smarter than the other. They just play dumb so that they can hang around with them.
Okay. As we sweep past them into Pod A, and we see the 4 kind of main sleeping pods. These things are massive. They're maybe 50% bigger than a regular hospital bed. They have these huge kind of panels on one side that show your life signs, your mental stress, everything that a person needs to know. And as Jones or Cuddy, because they're interchangeable at this point, comes in, we get to see some of the haze, some of the frost on the edges start to dissipate from all of the pods. We'll get to see that heat and life starts to kind of come back to your forms, and the first sign that you have not died in cryosleep is that your extremities start to tingle. You can feel the edges of your fingertips, of your toes. You can almost sense exactly where your veins, all the tributaries from your veins and your arteries, extend outward to. Cryosleep, even if you've done it on the regular, always takes a toll on you. And before we get to the sergeant of the crew, let's have each of you describe what we see as we pan over each of you in turn.
Well,
All right.
I guess I'll go first. So, as a best way to describe, I'm tall, lanky. A lot of years going 0G kind of takes a toll on the body. So, short, black, jet black hair, but that is which is hiding underneath a cap that's pretty much like on withered and torn to the point it's still red, but it's different shades of red all throughout, like pocketed. Like you could tell that this has been slept on, rubbed into, and just it looks like it smells. Although, like that's how worn out it is. Where like as far as what do you be like? It's more like how can I say, like it's like a battered, torn jacket, like flight jacket that he wears. And the only thing that's newish is a stitched in, with blue stitching, like a shape of a raptor, like a dinosaur. And
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
oh, well, two quick out of character question, real quick.
Yep.
I forget it where in the timeline this places it, but is the galaxy at large aware of Xenos? Like, have we run into them before?
No, this is between Alien and Aliens.
Okay, so then that
know
changes my
nothing.
description I had in my head.
Yeah. That
Okay.
As far as the galactic greater situation is aware of, the Nostromo is just a lost ship.
Okay, that just changed the way I was going to run the description.
Sure.
Okay, so then he's got Daniel, Corporal Daniel, the land. So Corporal Neland has brown hair, bluish eyes that are just kind of popping up awake, obviously. And but he's got a scar that kind of runs this way. Looks like it could be from some shrapnel that he got caught at one point or another. And he's also got, since I guess we're in our sleeping, whatever, you only see, he's got some, like Marine tattoos, ex-Marine kind of stuff.
Yep.
He's an older gentleman, not a youngin anymore, but old for the Marines, I should say.
Yeah.
Probably, in his early 40s, maybe.
Okay.
And then, yeah, he's still built, but you can tell he's not like super fit anymore.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like one of those, he maintains healthy, but he's not like ripped. And yeah. Say a good strong jaw. His nose looks like it's been broken more than once. And yeah, I'll go with that for now.
Yep.
Average height, auburn hair. She's got muscle mass on her because she does a lot of moving, a lot of mechanical work, so she needs it because she has to haul shit. And plus she has to prove to the guys that she can do shit because they're assholes. Why, I don't know. They can't accept that I can move things. But she does have decent nails, so they are a secondary weapon if need be. Because you never know. Sometimes you have to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker, and there you go.
True
This
story.
is facts. But she's about mid-30s, so not exactly middle of life, but she's seen a thing or two, done a thing or two, put a huge wrench into somebody's head a couple of times. We don't judge. We just accept. We just smile and nod.
We don't yuck anyone's yum.
Exactly.
So the first thing that all of you will kind of register is the music. Someone has it's soft all the way into the pod, but you can tell that beyond it will get loud. It is meant to be loud. It is something jovial, something dancey. The blur of the awakening process is just starting to kind of wash away. There's this haze. It's very much as if you've just woken up with like a little crust around the ends of your eyes. There's that soreness that comes from being in the same position for a little bit too long. There's that pins and needles sensation that's just starting to shoot down all the way from the base of your neck down to the back of your ankles. And as you start to see the hand kind of wipe and just kind of give you the thumbs up, it's either Jones or Cuddy. It's hard to tell the difference between Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson at this point. There's still too much haze. And as you hear that kind of sound of the doors opening and the cold, sterile, very kind of clinical scent of the pod starts to get mixed with the scent of humans, of actual life, sweat, and cooking that has taken place. It's just this juxtaposition of scents and sounds. You can hear the kind of computer voice from the little speaker next to you that's telling you how much time has passed relative to how long you were asleep. There's the music that's starting to come in, and as the door opens and the fog of awakening kind of finally is at the little threshes where it's like a thin morning dew, the ship rocks. And for the first roll of the night, let's have everybody see if they can stay in the pod. So it's gonna be strength and stamina. You know what? Mobility. Let's do strength and mobility.
Okay.
So unlock my door. I don't like it.
All right. So
So the system, like I said, Free League is known for the D6s. So you're gonna roll a number of D6s equal to the total of your attribute and your skill, and then only 6s count.
okay.
But I will let you know that because the jostling puts you at an uneven sensation, I'll give each of you a stress.
Thank you.
Son of a bitch.
So it's 1 extra die.
So the added die. We're
Yeah.
adding a stress die.
Yes.
That's cool.
So
Just one.
yeah. If you roll a 1 on your stress die, please let me know,
Will do.
because that's terrible. It's like
Yeah.
botching in White Wolf.
Okay. Stress die is non-1. I got 1/6.
Okay.
1/6.
All right.
No stress.
Stress-
No, nothing on the one.
Stress die, no. Stress die is no. I
Nice.
did not get a 1.
Okay.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I will take a picture. This is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Probably the best and only roll I'll have all night.
Probably.
But here we are.
Yeah.
One.
And that's
one.
just to secure yourself in the pod.
Yeah.
I know,
One,
right?
one success
Like
is
a double backflip
usually.
with a gainer.
Yeah, for real. One success is usually enough to do anything in these kinds of games. So 1 is perfectly fine for everybody else. Mary is so used to the kind of shifts that come from awakening that the moment you felt that first kind of tilt in one direction, like your hands and your legs shot out and immediately pincered you in the center of this pod.
Not today, Satan. Fuck you.
Yeah. Everybody else kind of had to find their footing and kind of hold on to their restraints. And as you sit there trying to figure out why you would be jostling, because you all know that the awakening procedure happens as you're about to come into orbit. So there's no chance that you would have been awakened during re-entry, where things like this could jostle the ship. This means that something is happening out of planet, in the vastness of space. And as you start to shake away with the last remnants of the fog, there's another jostle. And then everything turns yellow as the yellow alert goes off. And you hear a small explosion, and then another one, and then a third one. And you see, with the last two, across the mess hall on the other side of the ship, the 2 pods, Delta and Gamma, just the first explosion happens, and there's only the opening of where the pod used to be and space until the blast doors shut closed. And then the 4th explosion is the Delta pod kind of going and doing the same thing, just an open hole. And one of the few things that you can see before the blast doors close is what looks like a remnant of some kind of ship. And one of the last things that you truly see, because you couldn't see it too much with the Gamma pod because of the angle, you just know that it jettisoned somehow. But with the Delta pod, since it is directly across from you, like, you saw the faces of that fire team as they were awakening and kind of like, what's going on, and then just being shot into space. And the almost instant vaporization of their blood inside their body as the blast doors kind of closed. The Cuddy and Jones rush in, and they start to just kind of pull you out into the mess hall. And right as they get the sergeant out, they close the blast doors just as you hear the fourth explosion go off and that pod go flying off. Down the hall, through the bridge viewport, you can see what looks to be all four pods just kind of floating away from your ship as you now see that you are spinning. And you see the planet kind of zoom by. There's the rest of the solar system. It is a white dwarf heart sun that they have in the center. There's a couple of gas giants that you can see off in the distance. There's a couple of trails of what looks to be like comets or lone asteroids have kind of crashed through asteroid belts and the different rings that these planets have amassed. But between the pods, there is what looks to be an exploded generation ship. It's one of the ships that brings the colonists out into the proposed sites. And then the vastness of space disappears. There is only the atmosphere, and you can start to feel from the spin, the sergeant on the bridge starts to get control. And you go from spinning to swooping down onto the planet on your side to her swinging it around so you can see the colony. You can see just the base of it, the beginnings of what looks like a wall, maybe 10 meters up, and then the nose swoops up and you feel the impact against the earth. Everybody roll your stress die.
Just one stress. Yay.
Yeah, just a one stress die.
I got a 5.
You got a five on it.
Okay.
4. And corporal?
6.
6? Oh, you get another stress.
Yay!
Yeah, good for you.
You get another stress because you rolled so good.
Actually, no, you know what? You got a success. You don't get a stress. Everybody else gets a stress.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're used to this kind of thing. You've had hot drops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's, outside I'm kind of cool, but inside I'm going, again?
Yeah. Again.
Who's flying this ship? Jesus.
Right? Ship hits and skids, and you hear the sound of just metal being torn apart, earth being shifted and dug through in a very harsh manner. And then the ship comes to a stop. And you're angled enough that you're kind of not at a 45-degree angle, but you're definitely at between 30 and 15. You're on your side. It's not difficult to kind of walk. You just lean a little bit. But you can see that you're maybe 2 clicks away from the colony. Nowhere near where you were supposed to land.
So just so you can give us a feel, what
Yep.
is left of this ship that we're in currently?
The main part of the ship that you can see right now, you have the mess hall, which is the communal area, the main thoroughfare that leads to the bridge, what you imagine are the kind of communications office where the communication equipment is held, the hydraulics for like docking, landing gear, shit like that. And then there is just the captain's quarters, which isn't really being used. It's more like where all the equipment is being stored right now. And then there's a solitary what's it called, like rescue pod for the bridge crew. It holds 6. Behind you in the aft of the ship, what you imagine is the engine room, the faster than light engines, the reactors, and like the life support. You imagine it's fucking mangled to shit.
So
we're not
so
getting out.
safe to say. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying we're not getting out and pushing. You know, that's.
We can jumpstart this motherfucker.
We don't even know what kind of atmosphere it is outside. We don't know.
Well,
What is this? What is
there's
this?
no
This is not-
dome, so you can imagine that the atmosphere is breathable.
Okay. All right. They briefed us in.
They
at
said they
least
were
on
already
that.
starting to, or they had gotten pretty far in the terraforming
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, the atmosphere is designated level 3, so it's acceptable.
Probably tastes like gas, but you know.
Might taste like snozzberries, but yeah, you can breathe it.
It might taste like strawberries. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Alright,
and you can see that there are pieces of the ship that have been torn open as it's skidded to a stop. And you can see that there's earth that's already slipped in. You can smell that there is air coming in. It is very different from the clinical, very clean, very sterile smell of the pods. You can definitely smell that it's not earth by any means, but it is definitely like a different. It's like going from one city that you're used to its scent into a different one. So it's like going from like Florida to Philadelphia. Like there's a scent the moment you get off the plane. Or going to like Mexico or Brazil. Like there's a different odor when you get out of the plane. It hits you.
Oh,
That does not smell like Disney World.
yeah.
No, no.
No, it doesn't. It smells like humidity, generally speaking. But I always loved that when I got off the plane back home.
It's a little dry. It feels a little dry. But you also have this sensation. It almost smells ionized. Like you don't know if there's a storm coming or if this is natural to the planet, but it definitely feels like you are not gonna have a uneventful walk.
Yeah. I immediately, after all this, and like my nerves have calmed down a bit. First thing is I'm just gonna check with everybody else, with Cuddy and the group. What can I?
Well,
How many people have we lost? Yeah.
You were given a squadron, which is 4 fire teams. You have 1 left. Aside from Corporal Nyland, and considering that he's retired, the officer in charge is Lieutenant Elena Rodriguez. Her second would be Sergeant Gutierrez, who was at the helm when you landed, and then the rest are just kind of different levels of enlisted. Now that we are seeing Lieutenant Rodriguez take command of the situation, what is something that you guys can tell me about her? Before we get into the nitty-gritty.
She takes fucking charge.
Okay.
There is no slacking on that woman.
Yep.
When she says jump, you don't even ask how high because you know how high.
Perfect.
Yeah, I imagine her command tone is one of those like you could. She doesn't have to yell to be command. Like she speaks in a firm voice and everybody just jumps to.
Yep.
Like if she goes quieter, that's when you know she's raging.
Yep.
Yeah. Considering I I want to say also
Mhm.
has a Latin background to it. So her she is sun kissed for sure.
Okay.
One thing that is more I want to say that stands out more than anything is the fact of how big her eyes are in comparison. Like it is, it's and which makes it on more unnerving the
Mhm.
less she talks because her eyes do more of the talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you don't want to look dead at, like she already doesn't like the fact that if you look her dead in the eye, but if you do that it feels like you're I don't know. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's unnerving. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I'll take a stress die if I do that.
Yeah. You don't you
Not
don't
look
look
at
at the
her.
lead wolf in the eye unless you're challenging for command. Yeah, I get it. So she immediately, as you guys have established, takes command of the situation, and you hear her just laying down the law, just kind of like, hey, what do we know? What don't we know? Where's the equipment? What is salvageable? What is not? Start setting up for a trek. Start setting up for the hike. And once the fire team gets into its stride, she'll come over to the three of you. Is anyone hurt? Does anyone need any assistance?
Sir.
I start checking myself,
Mhm.
and I see look like I'm all in one piece.
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure though that I grabbed my bag from that was inside the pod.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
now, okay, I'm just like I check, I touch the back where I have the pack, and I'm like, I'm fine now. I'm okay,
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
She looks at the three of you. Does anybody have any rudimentary knowledge of first aid, just so I can spread the kits around?
I take out the super glue and the duct tape. I'm like,
Yeah.
Actual first aid.
Yeah.
oh,
Survival. Is there a medical skill or is it survival?
There is a medicine skill.
I have medical aid of 1.
I
Okay.
just have survival.
So she turns around. Cuddy, please give Alistair a med kit when you get a chance. And she said, yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say, can I have 5 more minutes, Ma? But damn. Somebody hit the alarm clock too fucking hard today.
Yeah. Does anybody have any weapons training? Company accepted, Corporal.
I only have 1. I've got ranged.
Okay.
yeah, close quarters and range combat for me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Corporal, do you want a rifle, or would you like a sidearm?
A rifle would be nice. Thank you.
Cuddy, also get a rifle and 2 sidearms, please. Like, yes, ma'am.
Are we the sidearms?
I guess so. I mean, we're going 3 people now. Might as well.
Yeah.
We're almost like a tripod.
Most stable structures.
You see like 10 minutes go by, and all of them are lined up, just suited out. They've got a rifle. They've each got a rifle. They've got a sidearm each. They've given the corporal a rifle, and they've given Vance and Alistair a sidearm. So you guys will have at least a gun.
Service pistol. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, man. Classic. And she goes, all right, I have 1 fire team left, so mission stands. We will protect the 3 of you as the only survivors of the investigation crew that was assigned to us. When you are ready, fill up your canteens with whatever's left of the water filtration system. Grab whatever tack you can that you feel comfortable carrying. Let's get to work. She has Gutierrez and Castle go over and blowtorch their way out through one of the side doors because it's crushed in from the impact.
Yeah, I'll see if I can grab a cutting torch because that's one of my skills.
Mhm.
I'm good at. Help out.
Yeah. And she tells him, she's like, keep the damage minimal. We might need to return here and use this as a base of operations. And they immediately nod and just kind of really trained, just kind of, instead of like the wild, unhinged command of the blowtorch, like they're fucking straight lined.
Yeah, when we care about something versus
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Like it is less speed and more care.
Where we'll actually get the heavy machinery, as in the pays, and try to move around to gently move stuff away,
Mhm.
but put it in a strategic place so that if we've got to move and secure, we can do it right away.
Okay.
Looking outside, we've gotten a dossier about what the Earth is technically, like how, if it's sandy, if it's like do we treat, is it more like Mars in the sense where it's more of just solid rocky terrain, or is
It
it
is not solid rocky terrain. It is the inverse of Earth, where Earth is 70% water. This is 70% mass, like Earth, ground. It is mostly iron. It is very dense in iron. The water here has a very rough taste to it, and so it requires filtration. But there are patches where the iron has not reached natural kind of the plates here have kind of driven straight walls, almost like, instead of the earth mountains where you can tell it kind of looks conical, like this is like one side is conical and then there's just a sheer face of just where you see the iron kind of glisten and bounce light, and then the rest of it is the actual earth. So there's pockets of what is soil and kind of agricultural land. The colony is at this valley that has a tributary of a river and has a kind of half like a half circle, like a half dome of just sheer iron rock. And so they've got solar panels that are catching the sun's light, the white dwarf's light, and then we'll turn over and just catch it from the wall, the reflection from the iron wall.
I imagine everybody that has a fire team, or at least leading the fire team, has a radio system or a comm system.
There's only the one fire team, and they
No,
do
right, but so are we all gonna have, like, because I'm like, hey, this is not what this is not exactly how it's been planned. So I want to make sure that I can, at least if we get separated, I have some kind of contact.
Yeah. Jones will kind of nod when you bring it up. He's like, "You right." And he kind of goes over and he grabs the throat huggers.
Yep.
So you each have a set of comms. And he sets it to their channel, and he shows you how to switch channels if you need to, like if anybody calls for a different channel.
Awesome.
And he shows you how to use it if you don't know.
The other thing is, do we have a portable filtration system at all?
You do.
Okay.
It's like a briefcase.
Okay.
But you all have canteens that attach to it, and so you just pour water in and it'll filtrate and then give you the clean stuff and pour out all the kind of impurities.
Oh, I would just I would just inspect the sidearm then, making sure that before checking it, the rounds, see how it looks, see how the feel of it, what, hair trigger. I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna shoot something. I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do much the same. Fill the canteen, get like I said, bring my if they have that the spare blowtorch that I was helping with, keep that in my pack. Check the rifle, pull this thing out.
The
Sure
blowtorch is a
all clean.
backpack, so just be aware of that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'll carry it.
Yep.
I'm strong.
Yeah, it has a jet that
you need
can be extended out to 1.5 feet.
Okay.
So.
At least we won't need iron supplements on this trip.
Yeah. Yeah. And just eat it right out of the earth.
Yeah, really. Breathe it.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
alone
not about to
drink
get
milk.
struck by whatever lightning or what this planet calls lightning. That's the last thing I want.
Yeah. Does everybody have everything they want to take with them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm good with questions have been answered.
Yeah, you set out, and the moment you get out into the kind of crispy air, it's warm, which is odd for a white dwarf. They don't give off a lot of heat. They've expended a lot of their heat after becoming a white dwarf. That's part of the process of the sun collapsing in on itself. But here, you can feel a warmth, almost tropical, but without the humidity. So it kind of feels like a very desert warmth, like more like a Colorado warmth and Arizona warmth. Texas, or North Texas, not like Gulf Texas. And as you're traveling, you can see that there is this blanket of black clouds just kind of rolling towards the colony. And every so often you'll see a flash of what looks like lightning, earth lightning.
Oh no.
But it doesn't it doesn't flash like instantaneous like it does on Earth. Like this is a rolling flash. Like it looks like it's traveling.
Oh, lovely.
Because there's, and then you say all this, and I look at the floor, and I look at the iron that I can see come. I'm like, this. How far? How far? You said 2 clicks, right?
2 clicks.
Yeah, 2 clicks.
All right, how long would that take us?
Let's have you roll. Let's have you roll some shit.
Depending on how fast we're moving.
Yeah, let's have you roll some mobility. I'll do agility and mobility.
Agility and mobility. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
So that's stress.
So let me ask.
Yes.
So the stress gets added.
The stress
to
gets added
the dice
to your dice pool.
So
every level of
if
stress
my dice pool
is an extra die.
Okay, so like my dice pool is currently 7, so if I add 2 stress, that's 9.
9 dice, yes.
All right, making sure.
All right, 2 6s.
2 6s, perfect.
No stress.
Well, both of the stress die were 6s.
Okay.
But that's it. That's it. Everything else.
Not terrible.
Yep.
Clean on the stress dice, and I only got 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. You guys managed to put up a good pace. That you keep up with the Marines, and even though that the storm is coming in, the lieutenant doesn't push you. Like she can see what all of you are carrying and how you're not used to this kind of grueling exercise, and so she does have you at a decent speed, but she's not like clipping you. She's not forcing you to go all out. And so by the time that you get down into the main part of the valley where there is no more iron underneath you, like you can feel the earth give more when you step on it than just kind of resisting you. You can hear the rain. There's a blanket of water that's coming towards the colony, but when the water hits the iron, it is like a baseball hitting a one of those tropical kind of turtle shell drums.
A steel drum?
Like a steel drum?
Yeah, steel drum.
It is heavy. If it sounds heavy. And the lieutenant does kind of take you not on a direct path, like you can see that Jones kind of points out different patches, and she kind of starts leading you in those directions, and you notice that he's pointing out where there isn't iron deposits, because you can see it until you see that where he's pointing them out, the ground all looks even, but you'll catch little grooves in the earth that aren't natural. So you can tell that they've fallen into the grooves of the iron. And as you make your way to the actual structure, you will see that the main doors are completely open. There's what looks to be a disheveled, kind of hurried look to the streets. Cars are, or hover vehicles are kind of at an angle, like they've been just left to idle into different buildings. And the main street to the building that is the what you imagine the seat of power in the city, there's flickering lights. Like you can tell that there's power somewhere, and pieces of the city are still getting it, but there's a lot of inconsistency to what you're seeing here.
Oh, footprints? Anything? Does it? Although this is a foreign land, I just trying to see if there's been. You said that the door's been open. Can I tell if it's been a long time?
Yeah, the main gate has been opened.
The main gate.
Yeah, and you know how generational ships work. Like the front, there is a portion of the ship that jettisons itself out, and it lands, and it blossoms out like a flower, and has pre-constructed buildings, and there's just a central hub, and everything kind of rolls out, and then you build outward from the petals. You kind of the first stage is to build the petals together to unite them. And you can see that they are very easily have finished the stage one. Like everything looks, if not paved, or kind of reinforced, there is very clear signs that there is a tamped ground between where people would walk. It's like hardened earth. You see little places where there's machinery that has been set up to kind of drill out the iron. There's what looks to be a district sign, and right now you're in what is considered the living quarters. The sign pointing towards the main building is city center, and then there are 2 offshoots, one to what you imagine is west and the other one to the east. One of them is the industrial sector, and then the other one is entertainment.
I imagine normal navigation, like compasses, are not going to work on this place.
No.
Yeah. Just constant with spinning.
You could generate its own electricity off of that. But yeah, all right. Oh, why don't we check out the living quarter? You said, oh, I'm sorry, industrial. We are in the living.
Yeah, you are in the living quarters.
Yeah, we're in the living quarters area.
Let's search here for
You're saying that the power goes, it's intermittent. Is it throughout what we can see, or is it just from one area?
Just here, looking down, the avenues that lead towards the industrial and the entertainment, they look like they're still lit. You don't see them flickering.
Mm. Any of the vehicles, are they left unopened? Like they left ajar, like as though they people were hurried?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it look like the sand is filled inside, or the earth? Like, as far as any winds, I don't know how crazy the wind is here, but
no.
So it doesn't look like there's any kind of dust buildup or anything on this car.
There's not a lot of dust buildup. There's a couple of corners that look like they've like it's almost the amount of gathering that you imagine somebody with a handful of dirt just kind of like throws at it. It's not a lot, but there are little little crevices in the seats and things like that. Like there's granules of stuff there.
Do the cars work on gas or battery?
Magnets.
Is there any charge left to the magnets?
There's one that's still floating, but the majority of them are just fucking on the ground.
If there was any way to go in and turn it on, would it be able to turn them on, or is it just dead?
They're drained.
Can I get would there be a timestamp, or would there be any way to get a reading on how long it's been drained for?
Not on the drained ones, but you can try to hack the one that's still on.
Okay.
Let's call that a Comtech roll. With
can I ask?
With wits.
Can I ask? Is there any in this game? Does it allow for like assisting or help action or anything like that?
It does. It does, and you assisting would give an extra die.
Yeah, because I do have a point in Comtech as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Comtech, and am I using wits?
Yeah,
or...
wits.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
more dice for the dice. Yes.
Yeah. Remember to add your stress.
We have 1 or 2.
You have 2.
Okay.
Dose.
I am just confirming.
Yeah.
The thing blows up.
Everybody gets more stress.
Everybody gets more stress to the face.
No. I'll give you stress before I take away your health. That's how this system works.
I've gotten 2 and a 3 on my stress die.
Okay.
And I have 3 6s.
Okay. You recognize the model of hovercraft that this is. It is not one of the newer ones, but it is definitely like within the last generation or so. And so you get into it, and you can tell that it has been running for almost a year. It's like maybe a month and a half shy of a year, a full year.
As she's looking at that, she's gonna look over to Flotsam and Jetsam over here and kind of wave him over to show him what she's found.
And this is
annoying.
a standard year, standard human year, not
Yeah.
like a year of this planet's rotation, because it is different.
Right.
Yeah, we don't care about local time, please.
Yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck
Who
local
gives a
time.
fuck about that shit?
Yeah, man. I don't care how many rotations it takes for a day here.
Yeah, it's not that important.
All right.
Yeah.
Jill, just go flotsam jetsam. Come here for a second.
Who's Flotsam?
It's YouTube
What?
pick. I don't give a shit. Go for it.
You're Flotsam and I'm Jetsam.
Well, I was assisting you, so you know what? Okay, fine. I'm already there. Just jeez.
And she'll
Okay.
be like, this
so
this is weird.
So it's been running for a year.
It's been running for a year and almost a full year running.
Yeah, like the battery's about to die.
It's gonna die soon.
Like maybe the next day or two. Like if you had not gotten here when you did, you would have nothing to go on.
Does that track
just-
like how long we've been out of contact with Alia?
Yeah, because they were supposed to get set up by what is it? They were supposed to reach stage 2 by the end of their 5th year in 2026. 21-26. Ahead of schedule.
by this year.
Yeah. But you are at the end of the first quarter of 21-27.
Okay.
Meaning that all of these are dead and this is the only one running?
Yeah, but not by much. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that everything was. This is probably the last one that was started up, but yeah, I mean it coincides with the fact that we haven't heard from that. I believe we haven't heard from them in a year, and this has been running for a year. Are we the only? Is it just us three, or are we with a whole group?
No, you've got the whole fire team with you. You've got Harlock, Castle, Gutierrez, Jones, Cuddy, and Rodriguez.
Okay. I would radio it in, just
I mean, they're
advising what
20
we
feet
found.
away from you.
Oh, well, then there you go. Then I will
Yeah.
still radio it in.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm
Perfect.
20 feet. I have a throat
Yeah.
mic. You gave me
Yeah.
a throat mic.
Yeah. I found something. We're right here. I still found something.
I like using technology.
Yeah. Listen, I would be
Cheers to the sun.
abusing that thing too if I had one, so I understand.
Are you kidding? I have a radio that I gave my kids here, and I'll walk 30 feet away just to play with it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dad would like a Coke. Over. Dad can go get it himself. Over. You are grounded. Over.
Over and out.
Mm-hmm.
I do my
I don't know.
But
what
yeah,
you mean,
like
man.
I just want to relay that.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll come over.
But all. Well, yeah, this is the only vehicle that's still running. Where is it parked right now?
It is. It looks like it hit a lamppost, but not at like a massive speed. Like maybe 12 miles an hour, 15 at the most.
Okay.
Like there's some
Like
damage,
Denzel
but it's
Washington
not.
and Man on Fire
Yeah,
just
yeah.
walked out of the car
Yeah.
and just started shooting. Okay.
Yeah. You imagine
Okay.
that if this was a John Woo movie, that pigeons would be flying out.
Or in this case, they'd just be crawling on the earth. Yeah,
Mhm.
just
Yep.
rolling.
Yep.
But okay. So yeah, it's been a year. So if that's the case, there's no way there's going to be any tracks of any kind.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Well,
having brought that up about the birds, like the gravity here is slightly more than Earth, but very, very minimal. It's kind of like going from sea level to like a kind of not Colorado, but definitely like in that kind of step between like
Yeah.
a Tennessee or Kentucky into a Colorado, like very high, but not like a mile high.
So but for instance, it doesn't feel like we're only working with one lung type of thing.
Right. You can still work at full capacity, but you can definitely, there are moments where you're like, oh, that definitely feels heavy.
Copy that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other cars around.
Mm-hmm.
I see that vehicle. Is there any damage to the vehicle other than running into the lamppost?
Minimal. And you can see that as you're inspecting the car, that Lieutenant Rodriguez has sent out Cuddy and Jones and Castle, and they're kind of going into different houses. Like, you can hear them finding the houses that still have electricity going through them, and you see them kind of just forcing their way through the padlocks into the house. And you'll hear garages opening up. And who do you think would be the first one to say, holy fuck, at finding something they did not want to find?
I'm just gonna take a wild guess and be the one that's covering their face right now on
Yeah, but which one do you want it to be? My question. You got Cuddy, Jones, and Castle.
Oh,
Castle.
I was just gonna say Castle.
Castle.
Castle's got to be first through the door.
Castle the
That
asshole.
dick. Because he's gonna be the
asshole.
macho man, and then goes,
Yeah.
holy fuck.
Yeah, and you see him stumble out from a garage and just vomit.
Typical Castle.
You fucking schlub. But Lieutenant and Harlock and Gutierrez kind of rush over to him. And when he points into the garage, all four of them, you see them kind of pull up their guns from passive and kind of at ease into active duty. Like, they go from putting their hands like on top of the stock to like now they've got the finger like above the trigger guard. They've got their hand around the actual handle, and they've got their non-dominant hand like on the barrel. The lieutenant just goes, sweep and cover, make sure there's nothing else like this, and they spread out in teams of two.
I'm gonna walk over there and see.
Yeah.
And step right over Castle and
Yeah.
just walk over there and just.
Oh yeah, no, he's already taken off with Gutierrez. The lieutenant will kind of intercept a U-Vans, but she doesn't stop Corporal Nyland. She goes, "It is gruesome. I just want to warn you."
Okay. Duly noted. You can. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm just like, all right, cool. And then I just put my hand over the. Okay, thanks.
Yep. And she'll go up to Alistair to marry, which will be like, as a civilian, I do have to warn you, you don't have to go over there.
Say less. Do you see me? I looked over. He's throwing up. I'm staying right where I need to be. Thank you.
Okay. Excuse me. So the boys will go over there, and you will see that there is a couple, a man and a woman, older, maybe early 50s, mid 50s. You see that one of them is bent backwards, like their spine is broken at the base where it would meet the like maybe like a fist above the coccyx. Broken, bent backwards over the hood of their hover vehicle, and their chest is completely burst open from the inside.
Lovely.
The male is on the floor, hands up around the collar of his shirt, and it looks like something serrated was coiled around his neck. Like he looks like he died of asphyxiation.
I say under my breath, I go, is this a turf hit? Like, is another company here?
And a weapon bursts out from the inside.
Yeah, does it look like because Vance is looking at this, still trying to process this, and he's trying to figure out if the bursting of the chest was it because it was shot at, or does it look like it's you said it burst open? Does it look like it was shot with?
No,
with
there's no entry wound from behind, and there's no burning on the inside of like the rear rib cage, where it connects to the spine. So whatever it was, like literally just ripped its way out.
Okay. Second thought, this is not a company hit. What like I start pressing up against, I put my hand against the patch, the dinosaur patch, just to rub it for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay. Okay. Does it look like I'm looking at him like they've been like this for a year? I start looking at it like has there been a sign of decay?
It doesn't look that way, no.
Juicier?
It looks like at most it was maybe a week, 2 weeks.
I hit the throat mic, and then I go, no wait, they already know.
Yep.
Wait, they already know. They saw it first.
Yep.
Wait a minute, I can't make. Okay, this is beyond my brain. Why wouldn't they have rotted by now?
Well, they were a year, but if they look a lot newer than that, these they have not been dead for a year. I would imagine, given my experience.
Okay, I'm guessing.
I'm not a medical person, but I've seen plenty of bodies. Unfortunately.
Hey, Alistair, you got to check this out.
Yes.
Oh, Christ on a cracker. Fine. Oh, if I throw up, I'm throwing up on you.
No, you throw up where Castle the Asshole threw up. Wait, is he far enough away?
No.
She will slowly and very
he heard it. He was like,
edge into this scene.
Yeah,
so you get to see the gruesomeness.
So, we're trying to figure out here. If this is indeed newer, that means
she's got medical aid of 1.
Yeah, you can roll that. Roll medical aid and wits.
It's better than my medical aid of 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's survival.
That will not help.
I know how to use
that. Will not help on this situation.
But thank you for bringing it up.
I might need their blood for drinking water. I don't know.
You might need it for that, yeah.
2 4s on the stress and 2 6s.
Okay.
Nice. Consistent.
Yeah, you have never seen anything like this before, but you have heard of different alien kind of tapeworms and different not viruses, but invasive kind of creatures that will make their way into the body, like very, very much kind of like the Amazon rainforest, little creatures that will swim up your cloaca. Tapeworms, things like that. Like there's things that will eat you alive from the inside out, and there's no shriveled organs. It looks like this is just an empty husk And the rigor mortis on the male makes it a little bit hard to move his hands. But you can definitely see from the little bit that you can kind of see from the top and the bottom of his hands, it looks like they were eaten away by something acidic.
Can I tell that this has been about a 2-week death?
With the 2 successes, yeah, this is maybe at most a week. Like, this is recent.
She'll point out the acid burns, and she's not going to touch the body, but she is going to show where not only the rigor mortis is, but being where the hollow chest cavity is out.
Mhm.
She's going to say this was done within at least a week. He's too he's not dried out.
Juicy.
Well,
Wait a minute,
not
so-
juicy. I mean, there's a difference. I'm not seeing any fluids. So not juicy, but not,
Yeah, not a jerky.
exactly.
Okay. So wait a minute. So if this is recent, there might be a chance that there's somebody alive then. Well, wait. First off, if this was 2 weeks, then whatever's happening
About a
may
week.
still be happening.
Yes. I wouldn't recommend us staying here that long to find out.
Yeah, I literally unholster the
sidearm.
the pistol. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, cool. Where did everybody else go?
Not here.
Yeah. The lieutenant is still in the middle of the street, running point, but the she's with Jones. Harlock and Cuddy went in one direction. Castle and Gutierrez went in a different direction.
Okay. Should
But they're just
we-
doing. They're just
I
doing
mean-
a like Corporal Nyland will know that they're doing a sweep.
I mean, I know we're probably looking for whatever caused this, but there's also a chance that somebody's alive. I mean, these two passed about a week ago, and but that means that there may be people still alive then, which then begs the question: why haven't they reached out in the past year?
Good point. What happened?
Yeah, I'm shit out of ideas, sir. What do you think?
You asking me?
No, I didn't touch the throat mic, so no, I'm not talking to
Oh,
them.
okay.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, so just making sure. I didn't know if you were reaching.
You're the ranking officer in this group.
Yeah. Well, obviously there's a threat. Definitely pull your guns. Get ready.
If I had
Yeah,
two guns, I would. I only have one.
Guns akimbo.
Guns akimbo.
Yeah. You could take Mary's gun, and then that way you have two of them.
Oh, I don't.
Yo, I need a gun.
Yeah.
So yes, obviously there's a threat. We need to find out what's going on.
There's a threat. I mean, the man's chest is no longer intact.
Right. Well, obviously not a normal threat.
In the middle of your conversation, you just hear Lieutenant, contact, and then you'll see a colored flare shoot up into the sky. We're on the move, and she will kind of like look at the three of you. She's like,
Okay.
let's stick together.
Okay.
And sure enough, like 3 blocks down, at the edge of what would constitute a standard sweep radius, you see that Castle and Jones, or Castle and Cuddy are kind of standing with a very lanky, almost on the borderline of being emaciated gentleman. Wild hair, like unkempt beard. What looks like a mishmash of clothing that doesn't look like it belongs to him. But you see that he is just kind of wild-eyed and looks at everybody kind of gathering around him and just keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. You gotta keep it down, you gotta keep it down. And he's kind of retreating into himself and back against the wall, and you see Cuddy's like, no, come on, you're safe, come on out here with us. He's like, no, there is no safe.
What are you afraid of?
He points at the industrial sector.
Is there an enemy over that way?
No go?
No go. No go.
No go. No go.
I no go.
I know you described him, but is there any visible like marks, attacks, scrapes, anything that would have shown that he's been attacked at some point?
Give me a wits and medical aid.
I have
Can
no
I do
medical
that
aid.
too? I'll do it.
I have no medical aid, but I do have stress.
Perfect.
Give me a minute. Let me roll.
Stress.
That's all you really
the
need.
Hero.
Okay. I got one success on the stress. But I got a 1 on the regular. Does that mean anything on the regular die?
Only the stress die can bot you.
Okay. I got 1 success.
And I only got 1 success.
Okay.
None on the stress die.
Yeah. It's okay to get successes on the stress die, guys. Like, you can get successes, just don't get a 1 on the stress die.
No. I got a 3 and a 5. We're good.
Okay, no, you're good. You're fine. So the two of you will kind of look him over as he's talking and kind of retreating into himself, and you'll see that there's moments where he will pull up the sleeve of like the oversized medical coat that he has on, and you'll see that there's just this what looks like a rash, or what maybe is him having scratched the top layer of his epidermis away. There's marks that are similar, like around the neck, almost not to be comical, but the Dave Chappelle, you all got any more of them drugs?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
But he also, as he kind of does the same thing on the other arm, you can see the beginnings of that taking place. But you also notice that he has a band-aid right in the middle of his elbow crease, on the opposite side of his weenus.
How long you been scratching like this, sir?
Oh. Scratching doesn't help. Scratching doesn't help. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all.
When was the last time you did your lab work?
Oh. Doc did it. Doc did it yesterday. Doc's worried. Doc's worried about all of us.
Where's Doc at?
He points to the city center.
Doc is at the city center.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a lot of people there?
Oh, there's a few. There's a few of us.
How many?
More than 5. Less than 50.
Why are you here by yourself?
I was looking for stuff. We need stuff to continue surviving. The trip the tunnels aren't safe anymore.
Why are the tunnels lost?
Tunnels.
They found their way in. They used to be safe. We used to be able to get through to the different areas, to the farms, and now we can't get to the farms anymore.
Were they?
Okay.
Or what are they?
The things from the ruins.
Not human.
What? Who?
Are they human? Are they other humans?
No. Humans? No. They look human. They might have been human. Once. Maybe? You have food? I'm hungry.
Sure, we have a ration or two we could spare. Give him a ration.
Lieutenant Rodriguez
Devours it if you give it to him.
Yep.
Lieutenant Rodriguez, you see the rashes, right? We're not the only ones that see this.
She nods. She also does have like her hands have not moved from active shooter situation. Like instead of having her off her non-dominant hand on the top, she's shifted it to the bottom. So she's ready to act. Gutierrez is also ready. Harlock, Castle, Jones, and Cuddy are still in their active shooter, but they've got their hand on top of the barrel. So they're not in quick response mode, but they are ready for combat if anything happens.
I take, and I'm sorry, and I go back to the bewildered person. Sorry, Vance, right? You call Spitfire. And your name?
Eugene. Eugene's what they call me.
You said Eugene. You said that they're in the city center. Can you show us where?
I can take you. If you want to go. Can't take the tunnels though. Tunnels aren't safe anymore.
These tunnels. Is there a tunnel here where we're at?
There's a tunnel close by. I can take you. I can't go.
Is there an I look back and I could tell I'm trying to tell if they already knew that these tunnels were here, as though this was like a predetermined, like a pre-mapped out. Like I'm looking at the fire team. Like they don't sound surprised that that there's a tunnel.
No.
Utilitarian corridors, at the very least, or mining tunnels, I imagine, something like that.
And you can see that Gutierrez actually has like a folded iPad on her wrist, and she folds it up and she kind of is playing at it, and she shows it to the lieutenant. She just kind of nods and closes it back up.
Want to see if
So
I can get that shit.
Yeah. If we don't take the tunnels, what's a safer route for us to take?
Oh, through the houses. You got to go through the houses. Streets aren't safe.
So that you guys made tunnels of the houses. Is that how you get to the city center?
And you see for a moment, he's like about to say something, and then he sees the last little embers of the flare fall, and his eyes widen.
So,
What's the matter?
They're coming. They saw that. They have to have seen that. They saw that. I'm hungry.
How about we give you a protein bar after you take us to a place we can be safe at?
Yeah,
let's do that.
yeah. And you see him take a couple of steps, and then he collapses. And he's like,
Yeah.
So, I've been outside too long. And he reaches out his hand for help. And Lieutenant kind of nods, and you see Harlock go over and The second he gets him up onto his feet, you see this guy throw up this milky white substance, kind of like this mixture of like vanilla pudding, tapioca, and just whiteout. And as it hits Harlock, he's like, "What the fuck, man?" And this guy's throat bursts open, his chest bursts open, his stomach bursts open. Just this little like trio of explosions, and Harlock is covered in blood, and there is just this odd, multi-limbed creature that scurries out of it into the house.
Yep.
Oh, just gonna. Oh my god.
Dude,
I will start shooting. I start shooting. I just
Oh my
I'm
God.
not even,
Yeah,
ah!
yeah. No, yeah, there's
Now pull out my gun!
there is an explosion of gunfire as everybody at this point is now opening fire. Everybody gets another stress die.
I don't have a dice.
Yeah, look at you.
We're on 3 stress.
Well, some of you are.
So much die.
How do you lose stress die? I forget the rule.
You gotta get to a safe place and do one of the rest actions. It's not easy. I'll tell you
It's
that
gonna
right
be
now. But if you do go into a panic, you get to roll to see if you lose any of your stress. So.
Should be fun.
But
Okay,
you
that's
just see,
interesting with the
you
stress
just
die.
see bullet holes all along the wall, and fucking Harlock just starts to throw up.
I would imagine. He's getting an additional stress die.
Yeah.
I mean,
So do
I
we
would
manage-
expect
do we manage
Castle
to
the
get the same
asshole,
thing?
but
What are you saying, Jed?
Do we manage to hit it? Or did it get away?
You don't know. You didn't hear any kind of impact hit. Everything was very much against building.
Let's see if we can track it, maybe? Because I'm sure it left at least a blood trail at where it just came out of.
Yeah, that you can use your survival for.
Yay!
there
Look
you
at-
go.
Look at you.
Hey, look at you.
What
So-
are you rolling for survival?
To track the spinner creature.
Okay, what survival and
Yeah.
what?
Survival and wits.
I don't got survival. I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. I don't want a 1. I don't want a 1.
I don't want no shit. Remember to add your stress dice,
Yeah, I did.
and you
I
I
just
got
and
3
you
stress die.
yeah you each got an extra stress die to roll. So
No stress. No one's on the stress. Two sixes.
Oh, well, I rolled a 1 on my stress die.
oh no,
Oh no.
All the
Okay.
fun begins.
yeah, you
I got 1 success, but I also got a 1 on the stress.
okay. Well, your success doesn't matter anymore because you got a 1 on the stress die.
That's great.
It
That's good to
immediately
know.
it does it like you could have rolled 3 successes and it's like no, you rolled the 1 on the stress die. That's the important number.
So sadly I did not get a 1 on any of my stress die, but I
Oh.
got 2 6s.
Okay. So as and Chad, you said you got 1 success?
Two.
2. Okay. So the two of you kind of see a trail leading into you see the trail from where it burst out, just kind of like leaving this little dark red, almost brown streak of what used to be Eugene's blood. And the moment you're gonna like look in the direction of where it went, you see that Spitfire just empties his clip.
Ah, I grab another clip.
Just,
Ah!
screaming bloody murder, just empties his clip into the area where it last was.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
But you do actually no, I'm sorry. Let's have it be random. So roll,
Oh.
because there is a panic table.
Oh.
Yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
I love panic tables.
Yeah. So if you roll a 1 or more face huggers on your stress dice in a skill roll, a panic roll ensues. Roll a d6 and add your current stress level, and then check the table to the right.
That's 3. So that's 3. So that's 7. Total.
7. Oh no. So that is actually a nervous twitch, your stress level, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1.
Oh crap. We're
So
4 now?
we're all at 4. So we got 4 die.
4 stress,
More die to
baby.
roll, guys.
Hell yeah.
4 die to roll. Hey, I don't know what the hell. I thought this was a rival
Yeah.
company, and all of a sudden I see some strange ass shit literally burst out of this dude's chest.
Yeah.
I do have a question for the storyteller.
Sure.
Does this damage done to what we knew as Eugene mirror the damage that we saw on the other gentleman just like moments ago?
It's a little different. The the woman that had been on the hood of the hover vehicle only had the top part of the stomach and the lower part of the chest. So like the very bottom, like maybe the last 2 ribs were cracked. With Eugene, it is literally like his whole chest cavity, like the sternum is just crushed open. And it's not a clean cut. Like you can see chunks of like the left side has more, and then there's like a cavity on the right side, but then the right side has like this thick chunk, and then the left side's missing. Like it is not a clean break. It is like something did not want to be inside of Eugene anymore, and all it did was just fucking explode outward.
Much like how I don't want to be on this planet anymore. Got it.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
Instead of clocking out, guys, go home.
All right, investigation over. Okay. That did it. Bye.
Peace.
Oh, we figured out what it caused. It's tapeworm with legs. It's a tapeworm with legs that just.
Yeah. But following the trail of Eugene's blood, you will see that behind some storage boxes, you see this, what looks to be a cut open lung, flattened like a fucking chicken breast, and then just on either side the 4 legs that are just kind of creeping up like a dead cockroach, and you see that segmented tail. Looks to be like easily 1.5 feet, 2 feet long, and it does look like the segments themselves almost look like they're serrated, like a serrated blade, but on either side of it.
All you hear is just a clicking noise coming from the trigger of my gun. I'm still like click, 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 click.
At ease, come on.
Shit.
Stop.
Do you have a clip on you that I can use real quick?
No. Carrying a different caliber. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, nudge it with my boot. See if it twitches, but unlikely at this point.
You nudge it, and it kind of has that last kind of skitter, and then the legs just crawl inward.
Okay, because we didn't have enough stress. Um,
Yeah.
obviously touches and that was annoying. Shouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, they're gonna want this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hag and bag it. Look like there's anything I can grab. Like put is there like a bag or a fucking towel or something? Laying around?
You start to look around and you notice that the very tip of your boot where you touched it is starting to disintegrate.
It's not good. Take the boot off.
I mean, it's not gonna eat your boot. It's just there's like a thin film where you touched it.
Okay.
That's just it's just eating the boot away.
Is there anything around?
Well, yeah, like take a piece of whatever's around and like, really press it against the thing and see if it starts hissing, I guess, or disintegrating.
Against the creature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you grab a stick, grab a something like I don't know, fucking a box.
Yeah.
I don't
There's it's like until it finally dies and stops secreting, it's gonna eat away at whatever you touch it with. But it does get.
That's what I was confirming.
Yeah, it does get to the point where it shrivels up and kind of becomes dried out, especially with the way the weather works here. And it maybe sinks a quarter deep into the floor of the garage before it just kind of stops eating away at it.
Okay.
So it's like it curls up like a Jericho flower, literally just like squeezes into itself.
Yeah.
Well, now we know where
the
now we know where those burns came from.
Yeah.
Why did it have to be bugs? I just keep saying, why did it have to be bugs?
Yeah, right.
All right, wait for it. I guess
blood?
stop eating at it, and then kind of I don't know, maneuver it into a bag or something, or a box.
Yeah. They between the fire team, like they find like a tackle box, something of that nature. They kind of dump out the materials and then very carefully using other things around in the garage, they'll like dump it into the tackle box and just close it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not good, whatever that is. So it has acid for blood. Nobody before I would have said this before they started grabbing at it.
Yeah.
And maneuvering it, but I figured that's why they were being careful anyway. Like, it has some level of acid or disintegrating secretion.
You will hear just a heavy thunks, like hail, like softball size hail, hitting the roofs around you, and you can see now that the rain that is falling is actually just these heavy drops of water that they hit with an impact that just sends this. It's like if a water balloon hit every time that a raindrop fell, it just kind of hits and explodes outward, and there's just these massive balls of water that are falling, and you see that Castle is like the last one to come in, and he gets hit with one of them and he collapses into the garage.
Oh
no, help him.
Not Castle.
And when he takes off the gear and everything, like he can't take it off by himself, like he has to have help. You can see that his even without medical knowledge, that you can see that his shoulder blade is cracked.
Oof. You weren't kidding. Baseball.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
the lieutenant points out, it's like, all right, find me that tunnel Eugene was talking about to get to the city center.
I'm thinking you want to use the tunnels they made from the buildings, not the one down below.
Right.
Okay.
And Gutierrez just nods, yes, ma'am, and gets to work.
Okay. Where are we at? We went into a garage of the house of these people that we found, right?
Mhm.
Or is it another garage?
Yeah.
Um.
It's a different garage, like 3 blocks from where you found the original couple.
Okay.
I remember they.
I'm gonna look for kitchen knives, anything. Like at this point, I'm just like close quarters combat. I'm going to stab something.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, there easily you can find like a little cutting station.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just need a blade that is not too long. You know, just enough where that I can put it on myself without stabbing myself.
Mhm.
I don't need a butcher's knife or anything like that.
No,
I don't need
no.
a cleaver. This
That's
is not.
I just
crazy
walk around
talk.
with cleaver.
Yeah, you don't need like a mezzaluna to cut a fucking pizza,
One
bro.
pistol in one hand, cleaver in the other. Just turn. Ah!
Yeah. They'll never expect that.
Nope. No, sir.
But you'll see that after a few minutes she comes back and she's like, "Ma'am, I think I found it." And sure enough, there's this makeshift like broken utensils. It looks like they've gathered up like water heaters and old refrigerators and air conditioning units, and they've made a little path. Excuse me. And as she motions, she goes, Harlock, Jones, Carrie Castle. We'll see if this doctor can have anything to help him. Gutierrez, Jones, rear, Cuddy, take point. You three, and she kind of points at the 3 of you. You'll follow close behind me. And she turns on her little shoulder lamp, and you see them all do the same thing, and they start to crawl in. You'll hear the pelts of the water. Just it feels like every time that you're under something and you get hit right above you, like it feels like it shifts. It may and it may not, but there's no leisurely crawling here. There's even the guys in front carrying Castle, like they're being careful with him, but they're also like, we need to move.
Yeah.
Don't be too careful.
Yeah, and every time you come into a new house, they get to the side. Cuddy and the lieutenant kind of come out, guns trained, sweep the building, come back, let you come in, and then they go through it again. Castle gets taken in first. Cuddy and Rodriguez kind of lead the way for the 2 of you, for the 3 of you, and then Gutierrez and takes up the rear, and you get to this little piece at the final home where there is just this half a tunnel. It looks like there used to be a full tunnel leading from the house to the city center, but kind of looking around, you'll see that there is a hover vehicle that was used to plow through it. Somebody stopped this from being used on purpose.
Lovely.
Well, that's great.
The lieutenant.
Is there anybody
Go ahead.
in the vehicle? Is there a body or is it just empty?
It looks empty. And like you can see it through the window.
Didn't know if like someone maybe died and like their chest was bursting in the process.
But the lieutenant kind of looks around. She's like, all right, we're going to need to hunker down here then until the storm passes. Cuddy, Jones, see if you can find anything to ease Castle's pain. 3 of you find a safe spot. Gutierrez, stay with them. And she goes, yes, ma'am. Everybody else, standard patrols. You see something, report it. You hear something, report it. Don't be a hero. I was like, yes, ma'am. And they get to work.
I want to be able to look for clips because I ran out. So I'm looking for clips for this pistol. I'm just...
Okay.
Imagine one of the fire team guys says something.
Yeah.
But maybe next time don't empty it all in one shot.
Roll a die and tell me what you get.
Wee.
Whee!
I got a 2.
2. Let me see. Is that higher or lower than what I rolled? That is higher.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1. You find a shotgun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And
There's-
I literally I look at the pistol. I'm just like, just cha.
Yeah. In the main room's closet, you will find a gun safe, and you will see that there's little outlines of where you saw other handguns like the one that you were using, but then you see that there is a shotgun that has fallen and kind of rested up against the thing. And there's a box of shells ready to go for you.
Awesome. Box. I don't need a number. Just
Be full of
box. Box is
shells.
fine.
Box.
Box. Yep, this works. I take out the box, like in my jacket. There's pockets in the jacket. I'm just literally just shoving
Yep.
just the ammo in my. So it's all bulky on this tattered fucking. And just this will work
Perfect.
just fine.
Yeah. Like the scene from Monster Squad where you're just like, name is Horace.
Oh man.
But yeah, you hunker down, and it takes maybe like 3 or 4 hours for the storm to finally pass over. Castle does not make the waiting any easier. Like, he is moaning about the pain, like every little shift he does, or anytime that like Harlock like sits down next to him, and he'll actually put his hand on him as support, and every time just Castle's like, fucking asshole. But he's like, oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I do have that small med kit, and if it's got pain relievers in there, she'll give him some.
Oh, what a nice person.
I just don't want to hear him bitch anymore.
Oh, okay. There's a means to the end.
Of course. Plus,
Okay.
that keeps him quiet so we can hear what's going on around us.
Okay.
And we don't
Yeah.
have to listen to, yeah.
Yeah. After the first hour, you're like, here, bro, shut up. And
Please don't call me in the morning.
yeah, and sure enough, like a half hour in, he falls asleep.
I'm like, we could just put him out of his misery.
No.
He's
We're
in so
in a
much
hostile
pain.
situation.
He's in so much pain.
This hurts my heart.
No, we're in a hostile situation. We just have to make sure we run faster than him.
Oh yeah.
It'd be hard at this point.
There it is. But after the storm passes, the lieutenant's like, Jones, Cuddy, check the outside for us, please. And they're like, yes, ma'am. And they crawl out. They do a sweep of the building. They come back, and you hear over the headset, clear, safe to come up. She makes Harlock and Gutierrez carry Castle this time. She slips into the rear of the group moving, and you guys go out the front door and make your way into the city center. And as this is starting to become the horror story you feared it to be, I think it's a good point to call it for tonight. So thank you guys for participating. How do you feel so far about Alien First Edition?
Fun. Yeah, it's simple. Doesn't require too much. I like obviously the descriptors. Around we're doing, and then
the stress can spiral out really quickly. I'm finding.
Oh no! I'm at 4. We're at 4 stress. I think I'm at 4 stress die.
Yeah.
I'm only at 3. I'm way chiller comparatively.
Oh yeah.
This is a Tuesday for the corporal.
No, the part what I love about this is that it's a very Dark Souls-esque in the sense of it doesn't matter how many successes I get. All I need is that one. Just one. I don't even want to think about two of them. Just one.
Yeah.
Just.
All you need is at
In
least
the system,
one.
is it does the multiple botches make it that much worse, or is it just one?
No. It's just a 1-1 is all that matters.
Copy.
Yeah. You could have 5 successes, and if you have that 1 on the stress die, it doesn't matter.
Like for you. Yeah.
If you do it while you're shooting, it tells you don't even bother with the panic, just fucking make them empty the clip. That's why I was like, you know
Valid.
what? It's the first time. Yeah, it's the first time you've logged. We'll go with the panic table instead.
No. You guys have just found out that I have this adverse reaction to bugs, and that is a huge bug.
Same.
Why did it have to be insects?
No.
Why couldn't it have been, something else?
What, teddy bears?
If it was another person, if this was a rival company, I would have been like, oh, okay, cool, let's go. Let's go kill these guys.
Go nuts.
Look, if we could have followed the butterflies, that would have been amazing.
I thought that I triggered you when I was using the fingers for the legs, and I was just like,
you were very close there.
Oh no.
You are skirting the line, my friend.
I saw your face. But yeah, no, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, thanks for coming along with this. Let me give you guys a chance to plug whatever you're into, and we'll go from right to left. So, Chad, what are you up to? Where can people find you online if you want to be found?
Sure. Right now, we're almost at a year. Me and my wife opened up a vet clinic here in Leesburg, Florida.
Yeah, awesome.
10 months in. You can find us at ppcvh.com. Perfect Paws and Claws Veterinary Hospital. Also on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Yeah, it's been going well. And that's pretty much been my focus besides the kids.
Nice. Junior, what are you up to? Where can people find you online if you want to be found?
Oh, well, you know where you can find me. You can usually find me on my stream where I'm choking yarn, because if you're not choking yarn, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I'll be doing that, some cross stitch. If I'm not there, then ironically enough, I'm here. But if I'm not here, you can go over to McStabber Studios, usually on Friday nights, and maybe a Saturday or two, where I might have somebody coming back as a sire at some point in a story.
I don't know who that could be.
Somebody likes, I don't know, but somebody likes Kara a lot. I mean, a lot.
Yeah. And Kenny, what are you up to? Where can people find you online if you want to be found?
Right now, if unless you're getting married, or between now in the Miami area from now until May, you're probably not going to see me much. Social media, you can find me under Mr. Underscore with the underscore in between each word on any social media platform. You'll probably find that there. You can also find me as Trigger Happy Pilot here.
Yep.
I've also been a bird. I've also been a vampire. One point, very briefly, I was also in the dunes trying to find the spice. So yeah, you find me here on Ravnel's Archon. I was also a monkey. I forgot about that. I was also a monkey.
I do want to bring back Wander Home at some point. I think that might be that might be the May option. Because I already have April. But yeah, thank you guys. As always,
Julius Beezer.
That's the best thing that's come out of Wander Home, period.
You're wrong. I still have them. So
it's the gift that keeps on giving, bro. Julius Beezer has made it into every one of my games.
How are we gonna bring him into this one?
But we'll see. There's got to be a coffee spot.
That's the name of the face hugger. The face hugger is Julius Beezer.
Beezer.
No, there's got to be a coffee shop inside the city center. It'll be called Julius Beezer. Julius Beanzer. Hey, and it's gonna be a coffee bean. But
your juicer Beanzer.
Yeah. As always, thank you guys for coming. Thank you to the audience for following along. Just so you're aware, we do take mental health on the channel very serious. So if you feel like you need help, or if you feel like you need to reach out, please know that if you're watching live, there are phone numbers going up in our Twitch chat. They'll be in the description box if you're watching on YouTube. Also, there is a link to findthehelpline.com in case you can't reach out or they've defunded any of the phone numbers like this administration is want to do. So please know that findthehelpline.com will help you find the resources in your area or nearest your area that can help you. And just know that there are people out there who want to help you. And all it takes is that first step. And speaking of the administration, just so you guys are aware of where we stand on the channel, I speak for myself, but fuck Donald Trump, fuck ICE, protect Palestine, protect the girls. If you in any way, shape, or form are a MAGA supporter, like, please go fuck yourself. I would like you not to be here anymore. Other than that, thank you guys. We'll see you next week for part 2 and see who dies. Right?
Yeah.
Bye.